discussed that
Press
trial will proceed and
conference
prosecution will be unaffected.
na House of Representatives.
May we get an update on your request to subpoena Attorney Lopez? Lumabas na po ba?
If I remember correctly, I think an updated request was made because the timing changed a bit. No? We'll have to get back to you on that. But what is clear is, I think during the hearing yesterday, no, we informed the court that we intend to present as our next witnesses the attorney Lotok, regional NBI director, no, and Officer Belio, no, from the Office of the Sergeant at Arms.
Sir, any update naman po on the discussions of the House Prosecution Panel on the voting threshold?
Okay. For now, as you stated in our statements about it yesterday, that's not one of the priorities, no, of the prosecution panel. Our singular focus remains the same, which is to keep preparing, no, for the presentation of our succeeding witnesses, and that matter is still under deliberation. So, but for now, we're not focusing on that.
Tama po ang sinabi ni Attorney Tolosa. The prosecution is not concerned about the voting threshold dahil ang business namin po ngayon ay ipresenta ang ebidensya na hawak po namin in relation to the four articles of impeachment. Of course, we will abide by the rulings of the impeachment court and hintayin na lang po namin ang next steps or mga susunod na mangyayari in relation to the voting threshold if ever any person will question it as earlier mentioned by the presiding officer. If everyone will recall, he declared that the voting threshold is 16, which is 2/3 of the total number. But he also mentioned, I believe, that anyone is free to raise the matter before the Supreme Court. Yun lang po.
In addition to that, I guess what you can say is whether or not we're affected, the rules are now set, and it's time for the evidence and the records to move now. It's time for the presentation for us to proceed.
Thank you po.
Right, we now recognize Bernard Taginot.
Sana hindi to ma-objekan. Yung Oplan Romanov, tingin nyo katang-isip lang nung kabila yun?
Itong Oplan Romanov, sa paglilitis na to, narinig lang ho natin to dun sa isang naging statement, no, ng Defense Counsel. So maliwanag, wala hong kahit na anong ebidensya na nalalapag dito sa paglilitis na to na mapatunayan to in any way, you know. So it just remains an allegation, no? And at the end of the day, it seems that by raising this matter, no, it seems that they're making the point that they're trying to justify the threats by raising this, no? Pero ang katanungan ho dyan na dapat din pag-isipan ng ating mga kababayan, tama ba na kung merong pakiramdam na dahil dito sa mga ganitong klaseng allegations, ay pwede nang pagbantaan ang buhay ng ibang tao, pwede nang pagbantaan ang buhay ng presidente. So, yun yung mga katanungan na dapat harapin at sagutin dito sa paglilitis na to.
Mangilite, anong tingin mo yan?
Well, siguro unang-una bago sa lahat, no, nakita po natin na ang daming spin ng kwento. Iba-iba yung anggulong kinukuha. Pero siguro magandang i-highlight po yung mga prosecutors natin na lumabas po yung preparasyon nila. Hindi naman po nasagot yung sa threat eh. Exactly, kung ano-ano nga po yung ginamit na anggulo para sa akin ng depensa. And I want to give flowers where it's due. Hindi porke congressman ako, hindi porke nandun ako. Yung preparation po, hindi po hindi nabasag yung mga nilatag ng prosecution. And I think also, bibigyan ko ng grado tong mga prosecutors natin na may mga iba na nandito. Hindi biro yang ganyan. It's a grave crime. Kahit anong threat pa yan, kahit wala. Yung conditional threat naman kasi palusot lang yan ng mga nag-grave threats eh. So palusot lang yun. So talagang yung mga ganyang bagay hindi pwedeng hindi maliit na bagay, yung hindi mo na lang papansinin, hindi mo hahayaan. That's a threat to the highest official of the land. And first time po na nangyari, yung pangalawang pinakamataas na opisyal, ditrinethreaten yung Pangulo. First time po na trineten ng Vice President ang buhay ng pamilya ng Pangulo at ng Pangulo at ng dating Speaker. So, sabi ko nga, hindi ko mawari, hindi ko maisip. Sabi nga sa amin sa Ilocano, maululaw yung nangihilo na ako. Hindi ko alam kung paano nila hahanapan ng paliwanag o explanation to eh. Talagang sot palo eh. Yun lang po on my part. Salamat.
Congrel,
Yung sa
Romanov.
Romanov. Okay, alam nyo, litong-lito nga kami noon dun sa Romanov na yan. In fact, during the Committee on Justice hearing, I had to explain what the Romanovs are. And kasi madaming hindi nakakaintindi yan. Ano ba yung Romanov na yan? Sabi ko yan yung imperial family of Russia that was overthrown and massacred by Lenin, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, without going to the merits, in fact, hindi nga dapat kasama to, siguro, tingnan na lang natin ang pagkakakilanlan natin sa ating president sa kanilang pamilya. I don't think that anyone would think that these words relating to assassination, massacre, all of that would come from the first family.
So katang-isip nila yan.
Yun lang po ang naisip.
So katang-isip nila yan.
Katang-isip po ng kabilang partido.
Yeah. Okay.
Dahil wala naman pong napatunayan na may ganong plot sa kanila.
Asan ba? Wala nga. Talagang wala.
Sana lang. Yung isang witness nyo next week, yung Belinda Delio, something? Sama? Siya yung, ano yung ilalatag niya sa impeachment court next week. Yung naging dahilan kung bakit ilipat si Zuleika sa Women's Correctional dahil nandito si Sarah with a lot of bodyguards at nagugulo, kaya ililipat. Yun ang sasabihin niya daw?
Hintayin na lang po natin kasi hindi po namin pwede sabihin ngayon kung ano yung laman ng kanyang testimonya next week.
Pero doon,
Basta siya po yung in charge po sa LSP, isang tanggapan po dito sa Congress. So, hintayin na lang nga po natin ang kanyang testimony.
kasi ang naaalala kasi namin, kasi tagal na rin kami nag-cover dito, noong time na yun, ang daming bodyguard ni Sarah dito, more than hundreds, and then nagugulo. So, nagpa siya si Chairman
umabot ho tayo sa puntong ito. Ibig sabihin, dapat 2025 pa lang ho, pinag-uusapan na ho natin yung impeachment trial, hindi ho ito nagtuloy. Pero nagtuloy na po ito ngayong linggo. So, malaking tagumpay po ito para sa House of Representatives, para sa bayan, na talaga pong nananawagan ng pananagutan sa ating pong pangalawang Pangulo. Pangalawa, nakita po natin yung pong pagkakakasa ng pinakamahalagang ebidensya dito po sa Article of Impeachment on Threats, no? Kung saan ay salang na po yung video evidence nung pong threats of the Vice President against the President, the First Lady, and the former House Speaker in one instance, yung pong press conference, and second, yung pong kanya pong pagbabanta na pupugutan ng ulo ng ating pong Pangulo. Mahalaga po ito dahil this evidence has already been subjected to direct examination and cross-examination of the defense panel. Ibig sabihin po, hindi na lang po ito media interviews in previous proceedings, hindi na lang po ito House Committee on Justice proceedings, ito po ay Senate impeachment trial, entry of evidence into the record already, at na-subject na po to cross-examination ng depensa po ng pangalawang Pangulo. So, ultimately, we leave it to the Senate Impeachment Court to appreciate the evidence on this particular witness. At pangatlo at panghuli, nakita din ho natin yung pong very clear admission of the defense through their speech. Kung saan, una, they're admitting the threat of the Vice President against the President only that it is justified. So, ibig sabihin, on two distinct, separate points, no? On the evidence itself, yung po pagpapakita ng video mismo, doon po sa paglilitis. Pangalawa, doon po sa pag-amin mismo ng pong depensa, sa paglilitis po mismo, na meron aktual na pagbabanta. Sino ang nagbanta? Ang pangalawang Pangulo. Mayroong pagbabanta, laban kanino yung pagbabanta? Sinabi na rin ho nila, laban sa Pangulo. Di ba? Pero, justified daw po kasi ito. Hindi ba? But again, the fact of the matter is, may pag-amin na may actual na pagbabanta. So, yung pong whether it is justified or not, it is not for the prosecution to say. It's also not for the defense to say. It is for the appreciation again of the Senate impeachment. So, yan po yung linggong ito. At sa susunod pong linggo, inaasahan mo natin yung pagsasalang ng mga dagdag pong nabanggit na. No, si Ginoong Lotok, Zulayka Lopez, at si Captain Bello. So, we will see po when we reach Monday kung paano po natin ito masasalang. But yan po yung mga naka-forma ng mga witnesses sa darating po. So, yun po muna, binubukas na po namin yung hapag sa mga tanong.
Alright, before we entertain your questions, there's some ground rules for orderly proceeding and fairness for everyone. Kindly limit yourself to 2 questions with 1